Okay. The homework is due Monday, midnight. Wait a minute. Why does it say 8 a.m.? I hate that sign. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute while I reinvent the sundial.
Do you know how long you have to take the test?
We'll go over that in just a minute. You don't give me time. You just want to make me mad. That's what you want to do.
No, I never want to do
just
that.
forget it. Okay. When did I say it was due? The 25th at 11:59. I make everything due at midnight.
How many is it?
I don't know. I might tell you that when I go over the test.
Yes, sir.
Tell y'all what. Anybody want to ask that same question? Go ahead and ask it before I go over the test. It's your father's fault.
He knew you, so.
All right, so save. Now let's see. Did I do that? Okay, I did that right. Where's the exam? Did it? I'm sorry. I'm having to deal with. Now does it say 11:59? Okay, good. All right, so let's everybody write down in your. Even though it says it when you pull up, the student view. Even though it says it, y'all still gonna ask this question. So 2:25 is the due date for the homework, midnight, and 2:28 is the due date for the test. And a lot of people say, well, Hubert, why do you give us 7 days to take the test? Because y'all can break an anvil with a banana. That's why. How many times have y'all been sitting in a conventional class and everybody has flat tires on test day? Y'all notice that? So I just give everybody a week to take the test, and I give you 3 forms. Now with MyLabs Plus, since it is a Rolex, you don't have to do this. But since I'm working with the sundial, I have to make 3 separate tests. Okay? So I'm just going to click on this one and see if I can preview it. And since I took that question off and I fixed your bonus questions, hopefully this test will be a little bit better, okay?
Sweet.
Now, you have 3 times to take the test. And of course, let me do this. I want to see what it looks like. So we're going to go to my student view. I want to see what it looks like when it pulls up, because I don't see this view very often. Okay, there's 3 times to take the test, and I don't know if it tells you how much time. Somebody tells me if it tells you. I'm not familiar with this.
Hopefully it's not.
Hell, it don't tell you what time?
Hey, it's not time, maybe. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Thank you for reminding me. You got to go in and set the time on the stupid thing.
Oh.
And I really can't tell you, I can't remember how to do it. Hold on.
We'll just set a timer on
I hate
the phone.
WebAssign.
Yeah. Do it on our phone.
I have to go to schedule.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, this is priceless right here. Have to go to edit restrictions. Timed assignment. Y'all see what I have to do? You just have to hit one button with grant extra time. No, I'm not doing that because some of y'all would want 3 hours to take the test. And I got to go in and I got to do each one of these. Hold on. Edit restrictions. Y'all see why technology is so important? You got to stay up with technology, because if you try to do If you try to do the Etch-a-Sketch when we have laptops, it just doesn't work. Some of y'all don't even know what Etch-a-Sketch is. It's what Elf does his schedule on, the Etch-a-Sketch. You know, Elf.
I never figured out how to do this.
I had one. I sucked at it.
You know, do all this part. I just
Yeah, I did forget theirs everywhere.
Here's your answer. 90 minutes. You had a reason to ask that question. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I had to go back with the sundial and reset it with restrictions. You know, you would think that would be on the page that has all the stuff, information on the test. No, you got to go to restrictions. Okay, let me go back now. There we go. Now. Okay, now it put unit 1. Now why did it put unit 1 up here and put unit?
Good question.
I think it's because you opened it.
Okay, does it give you the time now? There we go. We've got 1 minute and 27 seconds. Where'd the 3 minutes? Where'd the 3 minutes go?
I think that's an hour.
You already had
It says an hour and
I
20.
already started it.
You already had
When you opened it.
Okay, well, there it is. All right, there's one question. Now, is this going to be the same test that we pulled up the other day?
No.
No, because see, number 1 is in a different order, and number 1 is pulling a different question. We didn't even go over this question the other day. So go ahead and write it down. So now you're going to have 2 tests to go by. If you can't pass this test, you don't need to what? Tell anybody. If anybody asks you, if you make below a 50 on this test, and somebody asks you, JC, what'd you make on this test? You say, I made a 82. Do not tell anybody that you made a 50, below a 50 on this test. Because if you tell that, you just might as well hang a sign around your neck that says, I'm a DA. Okay? So don't make it below a 50. Well, there's really no way you can, because what you can make is a 36 with the bonus questions, I believe, right? 30, 40? I think you can.
Just go make a low 36.
Use the function to evaluate the indicated expressions and simplify. So they want you to plug in x plus 2, and then they want you to do f of x plus f of 2. So I'll give you a minute to work on that one.
Is that 4x plus 2?
4x squared plus 3. They want you to do f of x plus 2, and then they want you to do f of x plus f of 2. Now I'm going to minimize this right quick so I can pull up the whiteboard, and I'll pull it back in.
I should love when you put it on. I know things that are helpful.
Okay, for those of you that can't see it very well, I'll write it out. So f of x is equal to 4x squared plus 3. And they want to know what f of x plus 2 looks like and what f of x plus f of 2 looks like. So f of x plus 2 means that wherever there's an x, I'm going to draw a big set of parentheses. And what am I going to plug in there? X plus 2. Oh my gosh, we got shortcut number 1. That will never, ever, ever go away. Shortcut number 1 through 5 will follow you until you are finished with your mathematics. And this is going to be 4 parentheses squared plus 3 plus 4 parentheses squared plus 3. And what are we going to plug in here? X. And what are we going to plug in here?
2.
Now there is the 2 algebra equations. Now all you need to do is, expressions. Now all you need to do is simplify. and see what you get. I'm going to go, well, I'd like to go back to the, I'm scared to go back because turn off. I'm talking to myself. Y'all just keep working. Close student view. Oh, it'll probably blow up, but I'm going to try it. Because to make class go a little faster, be able to have the answers so I don't have to write the answers in the block box because that just takes more time. Okay, it didn't, so that's the same type. All right, we'll just go back to the student view because I don't want to pull that up. That's pulling up. Oh, I like that. It doesn't change the, that's good. I like that. Okay. But I am the teacher, so I'm able to do that. All right, so I'm not going to write the answer in the boxes. I'm just going to do the answers and y'all can check your work. So this is going to be 4 times x squared plus 4x plus 4 plus 3, which is going to give us 4x squared plus 16x plus 16 plus 3, which is 19. So just change that last part to 19. And is that what y'all got?
Yep.
Okay, the next part is 4x squared plus 3 plus 4 times 2 squared is 4 plus 3, 4x squared. Well, you can add all this. What's 4 times 4 is 16, 19, 20 what? 21 or 22?
22.
That's your 2 answers there. Simple Algebra 1, Algebra 2 stuff. And a lot of people say, well, Hubert, why are we spending so much time on Algebra review? Because you suck at calculus if you don't know what?
Algebra.
Algebra. Find the domain. Okay, that's pretty simple. I'm going to check this one. All right, find the domain. I'm going to check the ones that even somebody that's not coherent can do. In other words, don't know how to do any math. This is a x to the first. Do I have a radical or a rational? Is there a radical or a fraction here? No. So what is it? All real numbers.
Real numbers.
Good job. All right, find the slope. We did this one the other day, didn't we? Or one like it. What's 2 over 6? Thank you.
Third.
1/3. I'll give you a second to write that one down so you'll have it. Okay, this one we had the other day. Now some of them change, some of them don't. Okay, what's this one doing? Got a positive 9 right there attached to the x. So what does that mean?
It'll be moving 9 horizontally, but to the left.
To the left, good. Which one says that? Right there? This one is not attached to the x. So what?
Goes up 9 units.
Shift up
vertically.
9 units. Good job. Okay, I think y'all know that one. This one. It's not supposed to do this. Why does Hubert not entertain? Because he gives us points on every test with these questions. Last day of class for this semester. The only one that makes what? Sense.
Sense.
When is the last week of exams? Those needs to be in class.
I don't know. Dude.
How do I know what my grade is in Hubert's class? What are the weights in Hubert's class?
The only
The
one
one that adds up to
The only one that equals what?
100.
Good job. I didn't see this one. Three
What
equal
is that?
resistors are connected to a battery. Qualitatively, what happens to the following when the switch is opened? I have no idea where this came from. After having been closed for a long time. What happens to the following when the switch S is opened? Okay, when the switch S is opened, the electricity does not go here.
We are engineers.
Okay, I'm gonna take that one off. I don't know where that one came from. I'm sorry, I don't know where that one came from. That's not even.
Physics class.
Just we're gonna skip that one. I'll have to adjust. If you get that one, I'll just adjust it. Just let me know because it shouldn't be on everybody's. I don't know where that one came from. What is the best time to check Gradebook? Usually after most assignments have been what? Completed. Okay? All right, solve equation by factoring. I'm going to do it by completing the square. You can do it by factoring if you want to. X squared, that one don't even have anything to do with algebra. X squared minus 7x, I don't know where that question came from. So x squared minus 7x plus blank is equal to negative 12 plus blank. Half of 7 is 7 halves, which is 49 what? Fourths. It's 48 fourths. I skipped a step there. X minus 7 halves, quantity squared, is equal to 1/4. And then take the square root of both sides. X minus 7 halves is equal to positive or negative 1 over 2. X is equal to positive or negative 1 plus 7 over 2. What's 1 plus 7?
8.
8 over 2?
4.
And negative 1 plus 7?
6.
Negative 6 over 2?
Negative 3.
All right, I'm not going to type that one in. Well, I don't know. If it says type in the smaller value, which would be negative 3, and I do like that about WebAssign. Just type in the answer. Don't have to do freaking negative 3. Don't have to do parentheses or anything like that. 4, I do like that. Okay, now what if you don't type it in exactly the right way? Then you let's see me and I'll...
It's supposed to be positive 3.
Oh, thank you. I don't know where I got the negative from. Thank you. Okay, it's supposed to be, yeah, negative 1 plus 7 is not negative 6, it's positive 6, Dork. My bad. It's the Nigerians' fault.
Yes. Hey, they arrested Smaller, charged him.
Yeah, took him in this morning. Dumbass. All right, now do this one. 5y squared minus 14y plus 7 is equal to 0. I'm going to hit that, rid of that. Everybody should make an A on this test. 5y squared minus 14y plus 7 is equal to 0. 5y squared minus 14y plus blank is equal to negative 7 plus blank. Is this the one we did the other day? Is it exactly the same?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it is either. I think it's changed some numbers. I just wanted to ask. Take out the 5. Y squared minus 14 fifths plus blank is equal to negative 7 plus 5 times blank. And 14 fifths divided by 2 be 14 tenths. 14 tenths squared is 196 over 10 over 100. Somebody check me. 196 over 100. God, it's going to be 7 over 100. Ugh. Well, that's fine. So that's 5. Y minus, I hate when this thing starts doing that. Y minus 14 over 10, quantity squared, is equal to, I'm going to take that down to 20. So that's 196 over 20, so negative 140 over 20 plus 196 over 20. I have no idea. What is that, 56? I have no idea. Is it 56? So that's 5. Y minus 14 tenths quantity squared is equal to 56 over 20. And somebody check, did you check on the calculator to make sure negative 140 plus 196, make sure that's 56. I don't want to do the rest of the problem wrong. That's why I want to get a second on that, or a third.
That's 56.
Okay, so 5, so I'm going to divide by 5, which if I divide by 5 over 1, I multiply, so that's 56 over 100. So y minus 14 over 10, quantity squared, is equal to, what did I just say, 56 over 100. Take the square root of both sides. Y minus 14 over 10 is equal to the square root of 56 over 10. Y minus, or Y is equal to the square root of 56 plus 14 over 10. Now at this point, you look at the, does it say anything about decimals, or what does it say? There is no real solution, enter no real solution. Find all. I don't see anything that dictates. So square root of 56, square root of 56 is square root of 64 is equal to 8. The square root of 49 is equal to 7. The 7.5 is in the middle. So 50 to 64 is what? 14. Half 14 is 7. So 7 plus that is 56. It's a miracle. So 7.5, y is equal to positive or negative 7.5 plus 14 over 10. That's 21.5 divided by 10 is what? 2.15?
Yep.
And somebody do the square root of 56 with the calculation and let me know how far I'm off. Negative 7.5 plus 14 is what, 6.5? And 6.5 divided by 10 is 0.65. So somebody do the actual math in your calculator and see what you get.
It's 7.48.
Okay. Oh, yeah, but do the positive 7.48 plus 14 divided by 10 and negative 7.48 plus 14 divided by 10 and tell me what you get.
2.148.
Okay, 2.148. And what's the other one?
What is it?
Probably going to be like 0.63. I don't know.
Hang on.
What?
I just screwed that.
Okay, but you only got like 25 other people that are not doing it.
I got 0.65.
What?
0.65.
Okay, so that one comes out to be the same. Okay, so there's your two answers. I'm going to type them in, and I'll be very lenient. There should be a tolerance in here of like 0.02 or something. I don't know if they put a tolerance in this sundial. I don't know. So 0.65, and here is 2.148. Okay, find that one. X to the fourth minus 5x squared plus 4. x to the fourth minus 5x squared plus 4. And what did I tell y'all to do with that middle term variable? I told you to make what equal this? Go over here and say u is equal to x to the second. Therefore, you're going to have u squared. Therefore, u squared minus 5u plus 4 is equal to 0. And then we'll just do factoring here. Because the reason, why do you not use leaving the square here? Because this thing is you're going to have to plug something in at the end, right? So you've got to do something else. So this question, I would suggest trying to use factoring. So that's going to be a minus 1 and a minus 5?
Minus
4?
4.
So u is equal to what?
1.
Well, u minus 1 is equal to 0. U is equal to 1. And u is equal to what? 4. So now you plug in x squared is equal to 1. And x squared is equal, we did this one yesterday, didn't we? So positive and negative 1. And positive and negative what? Now, I don't know how they want it. Do y'all remember? Did they write all 4 of them out?
I forgot.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so I'm going to do it the correct way. Negative 2, negative 1, 1, and 2. Now, why did I put it that way? Because which way you've been reading for your whole life?
Left to right.
Left to right. That's the number line, left to right. Y'all get me. Y'all put 2, 1, negative 1, negative 2. Masalama. Go in peace. Rationalize the denominator. So what's the conjugate of the square root of 7 plus the square root of y?
5, 7 squared plus 1. Fine. What is it?
Okay, I heard. What is it? That's what I heard.
The square root of 7 minus the square root of y.
Thank you for the articulation and the interaction.
Oh,
The other day I checked my voicemail in my office. It comes to my email. I got 2 voicemails. One guy, give me a call. The other guy, I paid my water bill last month. And my water ain't been turned back on. Only in Anderson, West LA. Y times square root of 7 minus square root of y over, and what happens to the radicals here? 7 minus y. And remember, the question the other day, they put it in terms of rational exponents. So this one's not going to change. You're going to get y times the square root of 7. But what is y to the 2 halves and y to the 1 half?
Y to the 3 halves.
Y to the 3 halves over 7 minus y. That's going to be your answer. I'm not typing all that in, but that's your answer. Go ahead and do this one. Now this one, no sneezing. I already warned you. 3rd time throwing you out. This one right here, it says what? Combined. I think we had to expand the other day. So see, that one's a different question. And the next question is a different question. We did not cover that one the other day, I don't think. Because I don't think we solved any logarithms. So what rule are you going to use for this one? Starts with a P. R.
Power.
Product.
Y'all understand any of that? What they said? Product. Okay. Product. We're going to talk like Duso, me, in first grade. Pronounce your words, Hubert. That's when I rode the short bus for 2 weeks. Did I ever tell y'all that story? Yeah, first grade, they put me on the short bus. I had to go see a dolphin in the guidance room. And the guidance counselor, Duso, look him up. He's in there. He's on Google. D-U-S-O. Little blue dolphin that talks to kids. Me on the short bus. My mama went up there and raised all kind of hell. Ain't nothing wrong with that boy. He just grew up on a farm. They put me on the short bus. They could do that back then, you know. Now you get what? Somebody puts you on a short bus, you get sued, you know. But now they just put me on the short bus. Y'all don't believe it, do you? Dang old Google do so and see if I ain't lying. D-U-S-O. Duso the dolphin. Okay, I'm not going to talk to me. So log base 4 of 5 plus 4 log, somebody's Googling it right now, I know they are. So we're going to use the product power rule first. Right here. Did y'all find it yet?
Yes, we did.
I told you would. I know y'all. Log base 4 of 5 plus, doesn't it work well with others? Isn't that what it stands for? Do so. Not do unto others, but do so stands for working with others, and evidently I didn't work well with others. So log base 4 of 3 to the what? Oh, I already did it. 4th power. There we go. Now we have the same basis. No sneezing in class. Have the same base right here. Heck gum, y'all need to lay off them Marlboros. So what does that give us? That gives us log base 4 of what? 5 times what? 3 to the 4th, Hubert. And what's 3 to the 4th? Like 81? Somebody check me. So what's 81 times 5? Dang old 405?
Yes, sir.
So log base 4 of 405. Now you could do the change base formula. I don't know if they want you to do the change base formula, but the change base formula would be the log of 405 over the log of 4. So somebody punch that in a calculator. One of the two of those answers, we'll punch the answer in as a decimal, and if it's wrong, then you have to type it in like this. So somebody take the log of 405, parentheses, divided by, parentheses, the log of 4. What do you get?
1.33.
Hold on.
0.33.
1.33?
4.
4.33. Repeating?
No, it's
No.
0.43.
3.1.
3.1. I'm just going to put 4.3. We'll remember that one. Remember number 18, and we'll look back and see if we got that one right.
It's 4.33.
1.331.
Yes.
Okay. I'm probably safe to say they probably want it like this one right here. This log of 4, log base 4 of 405, because rarely do they want you to use the change base formula, but I don't know. We'll see when we look at the answer, okay? Next one. Solve the logarithmic equation for blah, blah, blah. You're going to use the definition of a logarithm here. What's the definition of a logarithm? I gave it to you the first day we went over logs. Definition of logarithm. Y is equal to log base A of what? X. And what does that equal? What does that yield to? A to the y is equal to X, doesn't it? Look at your definition of logarithm. So 2 is equal to log base 10 of 4x plus 6. Now rewrite this like this, a glorified exponent. And pray. And see if you can finish it. If you can't finish this one, then we all know what the outcome is. So 10 to the what?
Second power.
Second is equal to 4x plus 6. And I'm sorry, but that's a dadgum pre-algebra problem. Algebra 1 problem. So A is 10. 10 to the second power is equal to 4x plus 6. I'll do the left side for you. Here you go. 4x plus 6. Now what? Minus 6. Oh, but Hubert, you have to take the 4x to the other side. No, you don't. Your dadgum teacher was an idiot that taught you that. Jody has to sit on the right side of the seesaw. Jody can't sit on the left side of the seesaw. Shut up, Hubert. 94 is equal to 4x divided by 4. Now, that's a fraction, and you reduce it or whatever. It doesn't tell you, so somebody give me a decimal, and we're going to type it in as a decimal.
23. Whoa.
Okay. Thank y'all for answering, and I appreciate that, but y'all all melded together.
26.5.
Thank you. Thank you. And we'll check that one, write that one down, number 19. And let's check 18 and 19 with the answers and see if they want it in long form or short form.
Well, is this in a fraction, integer, or exact decimal?
Oh, I didn't even see it. Okay, well, I think we did all three. We did the exact decimal. Is the 5 repeating or is it simple?
Yeah, it's simple.
Okay, well then that should be. I didn't even see that. Does that do that here too? Okay, it didn't do it here, but it does it here. Okay. Don't never have consistency. No, consistency is not good. So, all right, on this one, all I care about is the last one, but 3a plus 7, that's pretty simple. 3a plus 7. And then this one is going to be 3a plus 3h plus 7. Somebody help me out there. 3a plus 3h plus 7. And now we're going to do the most important part. Let's do the third one. Of course, there's a way I show you to do it. We know that f of x is equal to 3x plus 7. Okay? So they want you to do f of a plus h minus, I don't have posters, so I'm doing colors. F of x, well, you don't have to do anything with f of x. You just what? 3x plus what? 3x plus 7. You just put that there, because that's that. Okay? And now I'm going to do the blue. I'm going to rewrite f of x and put what in place of x? A big set of what? Parentheses. And I'm going to put all that over h. And what am I going to plug into the blue parentheses?
X
X
plus
plus
H.
H, or A plus H, whatever you want to call it, okay? I'm a calculus teacher, algebra teacher. I use X. This book sucks. So they use A and all this other stuff. So that's going to be 3X plus 3H plus 7 minus 3X minus 7. What should happen here?
Everything cancels.
Everything cancels.
A lot of
besides
it should
H.
cancel. X's and H's should cancel. Now that's not going to happen in calculus. In first unit and second unit, all of them are not going to cancel, but this is just introductory. So 3X's cancel and the 7's cancel. And that leaves you with 3H over H, which the H's cancel. So your answer is 3. All this logarithms and rationalizing and completing the square, and you're going to be happy in calculus. You're going to say, oh, calculus isn't that bad. Okay, I'm going to skip that one. We're going to go ahead and do the CD problems, and hopefully we will not run back into that problem. So go ahead and do that one. Trying to get rid of the... There. A CD is bought for $2,100 and held 7 years. So P is equal to 2,100. P is equal to 2,100. T is equal to what? 7. Compounded what? So that means N is equal to what?
2.
4. Quarterly is 4. And R is equal to 0.069. No coughing in class. Now, it doesn't say, it says compounded. So that means you're using compound interest, which is A is equal to P times 1 plus R over N raised to the NT power. Now, I'm going to let y'all work on that because you should be able to do it in your calculator without even writing anything down. I mean, you can plug them in, right? You know, plug it in to look at it. But after you plug in the numbers, you shouldn't have to be 0.069 divided by 4 plus 1 raised to the 28th power times 2,100. Somebody give me that number. It says rounded 2 decimal places, like all money is rounded to. Let me ask y'all a common sense question. If you put $2,100 in a savings account, IRA, mutual fund, CD, what should you expect after 7 years if you pull that money out?
More money.
More. So if you come out with $1,500, you're wrong. Common sense. It'll be more than 2,100. Somebody give me that number.
3,349.
Point what?
96.
Okay, is that what everybody got?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got 2 people seconding on that. So next one. There's that question again. I don't know where it's coming from because I took it off of all the tests. I'll have to find it. Okay, we're going to skip that one. I hate this one. Okay, we're not going to do this one, but remember the annual percentage. Let's write that down. I wrote it in your notes. What is it? It's 1. I have to write it down because I forget it. 1 plus R over N
Yes, sir.
raised to the what?
All of that raised to the n power.
Minus 1, right?
Yes, sir.
R over N raised to the n power minus 1. Okay, so that's what they're doing there. Okay, and they're asking you 3.75 cancel percentage yield rate, R over N. R is equal, here's R. That's R right there, and that's R. Got to change it to a decimal. Semi-annually, N is equal to what? 2. And continuously, P is equal to RT. N is equal, what do they say N is equal to? Let's see. Oh, that's continuously. So, calculate the annual percentage rate of each. Did anybody in the homework do this question?
We went over it a couple times.
I know. But I'm trying to figure out on the compounded continuously how they, because you don't have N when it's continuous. I'm trying to figure out what to do on that one. I know what to do down here. You just calculate it. That's just normal, because you got T right here is equal to 5 years, and here T is equal to 2 years. So you're going to have 4 answers here. That's simple. But I'm trying to figure out how you do
the compounded continuously has its own equation. Like
okay, is there another equation for continuously?
Yes, sir.
Okay, give me that one.
That's the A equals the PERT. It's the PERT equation.
No, not for annual percentage yield. Let me look it up right quick. I apologize. I don't know where some of these questions are coming from. When I pick questions, I didn't pick some of these questions. Annual percentage yield, annual percentage yield for continuous. Annual percentage yield formula. If anybody remembers it or everybody saw it on the speak up, I don't know if it's in here. Continuous growth, compounding, annual percentage rate compounding not included. Okay, but that doesn't tell me. I just go to images and see what they give us. Just give me a second. I told y'all I hated this book. I do. I hate this book. See, it's giving us compound, and I only see compound. I don't see anything having to do with continuous.
Well, it was.
What?
It's that E to the whatever minus 1.
But that's continuous compound interest rate. That's interest rate. Only in this book do I pull up stuff on Google and it's not there. Still not finding it. Okay, here, this is nice. Okay. Continuous compounded is compounded every instant. Okay, well that's good. Does that tell y'all anything? APR over K. Okay, I'm going to keep going because I just want to show you. I'll figure it out later. Okay, nobody's taking the test right now, so I can still fix it. Fix it after class. Let's just keep going. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to trick you. I'm going to try to get rid of some of these questions. I don't know where they're coming from. Nigerians. All right.
We're going to take that test, and the first question is going to be like, what's the capital of France?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what's the capital of Nigeria? All right, let's see if okay, y'all should be able to do this one. Is this the same question? Okay, no, this is compounded monthly and compounded continuals. This is the one. This is better. Okay, now they're still doing the annual percentage yield. Okay, this is 1.6. All these questions are coming from 1.6. Okay, 1.69 and 1.610. Somebody write that down on a piece of paper for me. And let me get that question with the freakazoid electronics. Where is it? Okay, that's good. This one doesn't even have a question number on it. Isn't that nice?
Here's a test, just like, I don't know where I got it from.
Has no question. Look, no question. Does it have a question or anything on it?
Ask a teacher.
I'm going to make that a challenge question. Okay, let's keep going. Somebody write that down for me.
If we get that one right, we should
Miss
get an
Vickery,
automatic.
write it down for me on a piece of paper that you can give to me after class. All right, 169, 1610, and that's it. So there's 2 or 3 questions I didn't answer, but let's submit the assignment and let's go look over those questions that I told you we needed to look over. What was the numbers?
Wasn't it 18 or
18 and 19. Okay, I got 19 right, so you can type that in. Okay, and see, I got that one wrong, and they don't give you the answer. So you might have to type it in. What was it? Log of 4 or log base 4 of what?
4 o'clock.
Okay, so make that note. Write it as a log. What else do we need to look at? Got all the other ones right. Okay, this one's wrong. So somebody needs to recalculate that one. I don't know why it's 0.65. Somebody needs to calculate that 0.65 over. Let's see the other ones. Okay, got all these right. How did I get that one wrong? Oh, I didn't answer it. Those right, got those right. Okay, so I did most of the questions, the bonus questions. We got all those right. I didn't fill that one in. And I still made a what?
46. 3.
I still made a 46. So that means even if you don't fill out half the questions, you still make a dadgum what? 46. All right? Okay, I would hold off on taking the test at least for an hour after class. I know some of y'all are going to be like bouncing off the walls. But what I'd like to do, I'm going to go back into the test right after class because I have time to do that. And I'm going to fix these problems, okay? Hopefully. And if not, go ahead and take the test. And if you get some crazy question out of left field, go ahead and do the best you can on the test and then see me and we'll talk about it, okay?
Sweet.
All right, is that fair to everybody?
Fair.
Yes, sir. I have a question on all
Oh
of
God,
those
I know
problems.
she had a question. What?
On all the problems where it says like show your work and it has that big blank space, what are we supposed to do there?
I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to, are you going to like write your words in? I don't,
Type your
don't
work
worry
in.
about that.
Okay.
Just see me after class if you have a question. But please don't take the test until about an hour from now. If you're that detrimentally on taking the test, wait at least an hour so I can go in and take these questions out. Okay? All right, y'all have a good day, and I will see y'all Tuesday. We'll start a new unit.